is Dami from Welcome to the Nash House. I had to write this statement out because I was so upset, and I still am, about what happened to me. I want to share something that happened to me and my family here at the Best Western in Hesperia, California, right on the border of Victorville. As a Black American woman with a disability who travels with a trained service animal, this weekend has been one of the most shocking and uncomfortable experiences we've ever had on our journey. So the first thing that happened is that I had to be interrogated and questioned of my disability. From the moment that we checked in, one of the front desk workers made my disability the main topic of conversation. I calmly explained that my dog is a trained service animal and that service animals are protected under ADA law. Instead of accepting it, she repeatedly questioned whether I actually had a disability. Under ADA, there are only two questions they are allowed to ask. Is this a service animal, and what task is he trained to perform? They're not allowed to ask about my disability diagnosis or personal medical information. But she insisted, forcing me to divulge private health details just to be allowed to check into this room that I paid for my family. And that was the first violation. 2, after that, there was a deposit issue. After we finally got past the service animal conversation, she created an entirely new problem with the deposit. She refused to give us documentation for the deposit and only produced a receipt after we requested it again, and it wasn't even her, it was a different worker. This felt intentional and kind of like she wanted to retaliate. When she left for the day, everything with the hotel was calm and smooth. Then there was situation 3, the retaliation when she returned to her shift. As soon as she returned today, the situation felt like it escalated again. One of the staff members suddenly claimed our service dog bit them. But what actually really happened is that the staff member kicked my dog. And we have been instead of reviewing the security footage first, security approached us telling us we needed to remove our dog and leave the hotel. We asked directly, have you reviewed the footage before accusing us? They said no, we still need to look at it. Yet, they still threatened to remove us from the property without evidence. This felt discriminatory and targeted and extremely unfair, especially considered the initial hospitality and hostility that we experienced at check-in. Now, why am I sharing this? I'm sharing this because traveling with a disability should not become a part of harassment. Traveling while Black should not come with suspicion. Having a legally protected service animal should not turn into a daily battle. This isn't the first hotel where we had issues, but it's been here since we've been in California. And that tells me that this is not just a personal issue. This is a systematic lack of training and lack of respect for people with disabilities and their service animals. The ADA is a federal law, and people with disabilities deserve dignity and not interrogation. Families deserve safety, not threats. I'm sharing my full experience as I do everything with my audience. Not out of anger, but I feel like it's a necessity. People deserve to know how they are made to be treated. Here, especially with disabilities and service animals. I hope this video raises awareness and encourages better training for hotel staff and hold establishments accountable for how they treat their guests. Thank you again for listening to me, and thank you everyone who continues to support our journey.